Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, break.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Yellow, one, quick, yellow.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On the double. Right, right.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. In motion goes the tight end. They'll send the tight end in motion left. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Courtland Sutton, 89 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First down 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 69 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now a first carry for their fullback. That one a first down pickup of 8.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Denver.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Falcons 14, Broncos 7.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On on the carry. It's Boone. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. Brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
At the 46-yard line.
Patterson running between the tackles. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action, they'll throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
The 3rd down pass.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Williams will try again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Chase Edmonds An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 14.
At 14. Brendan McManus, the kickoff for Denver.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get free and take some momentum into the locker room. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And a think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard. But there are definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys got to chomp into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! A big play there. 50 yards. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. McManus's point after is good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Broncos 21. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll give it to Patterson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Falcons! Desmond Ridder on target to Drake London. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? Throwing touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another carry now for Edmonds. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Now a give to Edmonds. Oh, he's got a little daylight. take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Chase Edmonds with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Running the counter, Patterson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man, London, right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Ritter and London team up there. First down, Atlanta. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Making that play behind the line was Justin Simmons. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Black shot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Patterson again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. to throw here.
Got his man. It's London.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Jet sweep. Here's London.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
A 34-yard attempt.
And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they'll definitely take them.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A 24-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.